All right, let's talk about your future. We're going to spend the next few minutes building out a complete blueprint for you to launch a career as a virtual assistant or a VA. And this is especially for you if you're in the Philippines. We're going to cover everything from that very first step all the way to becoming a paid registered professional.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll look at the VA boom, why this is such a huge opportunity right now. Then we'll build your foundation, get you the right tools, figure out how to price your services, and actually get paid. After that, we'll cover making it all official, and finally, look at what the future holds for your new career. Let's get into it.
First things first, let's talk about the opportunity. You've probably noticed it. The way we work has totally changed. Remote jobs are everywhere. And you know who's right at the heart of this huge global shift? Virtual assistants.
So why is everyone suddenly hiring VAs? Well, it's pretty simple, really. Businesses all over the world are looking for skilled, dedicated people to help them run things. But they want to do it cost-effectively. And for a lot of them, Filipino VAs have become the absolute top choice. We're talking a killer work ethic, fantastic English skills, and just this incredible ability to adapt.
And this isn't just about general admin tasks anymore. The real magic happens when you specialize. Think about it. You could dive into fast-growing areas like e-commerce, digital marketing, or even real estate. Finding a niche you're passionate about, that's your ticket to earning more and actually loving the work you do.
Okay, so you're thinking, this sounds great, but then that big question pops into your head. How on earth do I start if I have zero experience? Believe me, that is the number one thing that holds people back. So let's just tackle that right now. And I mean it. No experience? It's really not a problem. I know it feels like a huge wall to climb, but you can absolutely get around it. You don't need a long list of past clients to build a portfolio that'll get you hired. You just have to be a little bit clever about it. Here's how.
So here's a super simple 3-step plan. First, create your own projects. If you want to be a social media VA, go ahead and create a sample content calendar for a brand you love. Second, you could volunteer for a nonprofit. It's an amazing way to get real-world experience. And third, and this one is crucial, look at your past jobs for skills you can bring with you. Because here's the secret, you already have skills. I promise you do. Were you great at keeping projects on track at your old job? That's organization. Did you handle customer emails? That's communication. The trick is just learning how to talk about those skills in a way that makes sense for the VA world.
All right, let's talk tech. This is your toolkit. And don't worry, you don't need to be some kind of software genius. You just need to get really comfortable with a few key programs. Mastering these will make you look professional, work efficiently, and become a huge asset to any client.
And really, your entire toolkit can be boiled down to just a few key areas. You need something for team chat, like Slack, something for video calls, like Zoom. You need a way to check your hours. Toggle is great for that. And you need a way to send invoices, like QuickBooks. You master these 4 categories, and you are good to go. Okay, this is the big one. Everybody wants to know about the money. How much do I charge? And maybe even more important, once I've earned that money, how do I actually get it from a client in another country without losing a huge chunk of it to fees?
You basically have 2 main options. You can charge an hourly rate, which is fine for small projects. But the real goal for a lot of VAs is a monthly retainer. That's where a client pays you a set fee every single month. It gives you predictable income, and it encourages them to stick with you long term. Honestly, it's a win-win.
Now check this out, because this is a really smart pricing trick. Look at the hourly rates. The full-time rate is $10 an hour, which is actually less than the part-time rate of $12. Now, why on earth would you charge less for more work? Well, VA expert Mia Juan explains it perfectly. It's a marketing strategy. You're using psychology to gently nudge clients towards the option that's actually better for you in the long run, the stable, full-time work. By showing them they get a better deal, you guide them to the choice that gives you more security. It's brilliant. So how do you get paid by those international clients? You need a modern solution. A service like Wise is a total game changer. It gives you your own US bank details so clients can pay you just like you're in the same country. You get dollars directly, avoid crazy fees, and you can hold onto those dollars and only convert them to pesos when the exchange rate is good. That means more money in your pocket. Okay, let's talk about the official stuff. And please, don't let this part scare you. Getting registered as a freelancer in the Philippines is a massive step in your professional career, and I promise it's way easier than it sounds. First things first, you just need to register with the Bureau of Internal Revenue, or the BIR, as a self-employed person. That's it. This one step makes your business totally legit and sets you up for some serious long-term success. And here is a number you absolutely want to remember: 250,000 pesos. In the Philippines, the first 250,000 pesos you earn every year is not subject to income tax. That's a huge benefit for anyone who is self-employed. So you might be thinking, okay, but if my income is below that $250,000, why should I even bother to file? And that's a fair question. Other than, it being the law, what's in it for you?
Well, it turns out a lot. This is about unlocking your life goals. When you file your taxes, you get official proof of income. You need that for visa applications if you want to travel. You need it for credit cards, for car loans, for housing loans. It also lets you access government benefits. This isn't just about taxes. It's about building a real future for yourself.
And there you have it. That is the entire blueprint. We've gone from finding your place in the market to getting paid to making it all official. You now have a clear road ahead of you.
This, right here, this is your roadmap. Each one of these steps builds on the one before it. It takes you from someone who's just thinking about being a VA to a full-blown professional. This isn't some vague dream. It's a clear, doable plan. Look, the future of work is already here, and you are holding the map. So really, the only question left to ask is, where are you going to start?